I've been a photographer now for about 3, 4 years professionally. And as a Sony user, I've always kind of envied Fuji. They just take the shot, post it on social media, or give it to their friends. It's really not that much processing behind it. You also have the choice to get beautiful images straight out of the camera. And I didn't really think that was an option for Sony until I met this German photographer this summer. He showed me something he called Sony Creative Look. And that has really changed my perspective and how I use my camera in my day-to-day life.
So what exactly is Sony Creative Look?
Well, Sony defines it as this: a digital imaging processing applied in camera to create your preferred mood or atmosphere. Creative Look offers 10 unique preset looks. You can enjoy greater freedom of expression simply by choosing a mode such as FL or VV to create a look that suits the scene or how you envision your images. You can also customize the preset modes of this advanced image processing to create your own original looks. I always thought it was just one of those gimmicks, right? But it's actually pretty great. How I've been using it is I have actually set up my camera so that I shoot to 2 SD cards, one RAW file with the Creative Look into it. I'll talk about that a little bit later. And then I shoot a JPEG with that look as well to the other card. So when I put in my USB-C cable, I just pop out the card that has the RAW files, and then it transfers the JPEGs automatically over to my phone, and then I can share it with friends or family, or just put it on my computer, or instantly share it on social media. Usually I like to post-process a little bit, so the RAW files are really great to have, but on vacations when you just want to use your camera and get to know it and you just want to have fun with it, then it's just perfect. Okay, so they have a few different looks. This is an article from Sony where they kind of show off some of the looks with the different aspects. But one of the fun things is you can actually, in the setting, you can make a custom look with the base profile set. So you can adjust the contrast, sharpness, and saturation, so you can get your own vibe with that look installed, which is really great. Okay, so they have the SH mode. They say it's for creates a bright atmosphere with transparency, softness, and vibrancy, as you can see in the image. VV2 mode, like it's a lot more contrast, clear image, it's bright, it's vibrant. You have rich clarity and really bright colors. Then you have the NT mode, which is more of a neutral look. As you can see, the colors are a bit more faded. It's like a standard mode. It doesn't really do that much to the image, just boosts the colors a little bit, I think. And then you have the in mode, really like kind of lifts the shadows a lot, so it gets its smoky black look. And then you have my mode, which is the FL mode. This is the one I love. It just kind of it creates really beautiful greens. It works best during the day. It's not that great in darker environments. I did use it for some CrossFit shoots where I photographed some athletes with it, and well, it turned out okay, but it gets really dark and a little bit too contrasty. It looks a lot better if you're outside. One of the best features of the Creative Look thing is that I can shoot raw images. This is just for photo. I can shoot raw images with the Creative Look applied, and I can still tweak with the same flexibility that I can with a standard raw file, but you get a baseline with color, which is really cool. So like this image right here. Okay, so you can see when you go into Lightroom, now this is the iPad version, which is a bit limited, but you can find this on a desktop or a phone as well. So this is a raw file from earlier this year, a lot of detail. This one also, I have to say, it's unedited. It's just this profile, but I do have a black mist filter on the camera, so that's why you get the halation around the light, which I really love. But back to the profile. So this is a raw file, but if I want to, you can go to the profiles right here, and then you can go back to Adobe Standard, and then you see it gets a lot more flat right away. And this is how you're used to seeing your raw files. So this is, no color, no bright areas, no really dark areas, and you have that flexibility that you always have. While with this one, you can see the contrast right away, and you do lose a bit of detail in the sky, apparently, but you can still find it if you want to. And If you like, you can go back to the standard and kind of pop the other colors to match the first image. So that's how I've been using it, shooting one raw file to one of the cards and then a JPEG that I can share with friends. It's just been very, very nice. So as you can see, this is unedited, straight from this profile. You can see also with that filter, it really makes fire look amazing. Just from this trip, here we are on a boat. You can also kind of just see how that would look. And this is what I mean, it really looks amazing when you use it in daylight. The blues are just beautiful. If you're wondering if this would work on your camera, if you have one of the newer Sony cameras, then it probably has it. I think it has it on all the alpha cameras from Sony A7S III. But if you have, like, this is my second backup camera, it's the A7 III. This one sadly does not, but A7 IV and forward, all of them has it as far as I know. So now I'll show you how to set it up on your camera. The first thing, I need to shoot to 2 SD cards. So the way I do that is I go in here, go to media, rec media settings, and then sort recording. And then for sort recording, yes. And then you go down to the image quality settings, and then slot 1, I want JPEG, and the other one, I want RAW. So if you have something else, choose RAW, JPEG, and you're good to go. And then you just choose how big of a file you want. I go for the biggest one because I like to have the better quality, and then extra fine. The files are quite big, but yeah, it's fine. Okay, and then we go back to the main menu. To go into the creative look mode, you gotta go down here. No, wait. Here, exposure and color, and then you go down to number 6, color and tone. And there you have the creative look one. So here you can see you have a couple different modes: standard, or ST, PT, NT, VV, VV2, FL, and so forth. You can go all the way down. So how I've set it up, if you like my images, you can copy my settings. I have the FL mode with -2 on contrast, -2 on highlights, 0 on shadows, 0 on fade, 0 on saturation, 4 on sharpness, 3 on sharpness range, and 1 on clarity. So if you like to copy my style, then you can basically copy these settings. Okay, now we've turned this on, and if we go back here, I'm going to try to set it to that custom button right there for the video, or for the photo mode. Go down to shooting, and then we go down to the shooting mode, and then go into recall camera setting, and then we press OK, and now it should be updated. So you see extra fine. Even if I were to turn off this FL mode, let's see if we can do that. Yeah, that's in the same place. Yeah, no, sorry, it is over here, down color and tone, creative look, set it to standard. So you can see that it says ST down here. So if I now move it back to manual, see it's now set in neutral, and go back to that one, it's gonna have the FL there. So this setting really kind of brought back the joy of photography for me. So if you have been struggling with like the passion that you felt before when you started, discovering photography, give it a try, and let me know in the comments below which mode you like the best, and if you use it at all. It would be really interesting to hear what you guys think. So yeah, like and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, and thank you for watching.